Okay, hello and welcome back to Full Nerd Studios and welcome to episode 2 of Formula Legends. Today we are finally trying race mode. So let's get straight into it, shall we? And here we go. So if you didn't watch my last episode on Formula Legends, go watch it. I'll put a link in the top right. But basically this game is sort of like an arcadey F1 style game, basically. So here we go then. Custom mode and race here then. Qualifying laps. We want one length. Let's go for a medium race. Penalties on. Race aids. Anti-ABS. Traction control. WRS. Don't want fuel consumption. We don't want any of those. We want collisions on though. Switch to automatic for now because it's my first race. And yeah, whatever. Okay. So we once again have two circuits to choose from. I'm going to go for Hungary this time because I didn't try Hungary in the last episode. So we're going to hop straight into the modern circuit here. And now we can change the era of the cars. We've got mid-20s, which is current F1 cars, got mid-70s, and then early 90s cars. So we're going to go for the current cars, just because we're on the modern track. And these are the drives that you've got for Ferrari. Marlos Says and Charlie Leclerc. Very nice. You've got Chuck Morris even, and Oswald Pastry. You've got Mark Pierre-Stalin and Sergi Jerez even. You've got Louis Hamilton, that's brilliant, and Jeremy Vassell. Got Ferdinando Alfonso and Hans Troll. Got Petroful Tasli. Got Etienne Acon, and you've got Francesco Bruschetta and Claudio Tredi. So I think I'm gonna go for Sergi Perez because I was a Sergio Perez fan in real life until he got sacked, basically. So yeah, we're gonna go for Sergio Perez here. And okay, that's a cool loading screen though. Dude, that art is so cool. No way. That's cool. I've been loving this game so far. I think I've done a couple of hours on it, but I've not done a race yet. So this is literally my first reactions to how the race works. So here we go. We are put into time trial. This is qualifying here. And, I've never driven this track before, so I don't really know what to expect. I've literally only driven. Oh no. I've literally only driven Spa, so yeah. This is first time for everything as such. And you can see the rear wing actually opens when you've got WRS deployed, which is super cool. Just the attention to detail of this game in like such small things is so cool. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that corner was nice. That was a nice corner there. Our BRS has been fully charged, so that's our battery. I think it's BRS. Not sure how you deploy it, but yeah. Oh, we're gonna invalidate the lap there. Ah. So that's our qualifying laps are. So does that mean then, I'm assuming that means we don't set a lap time, we're gonna be at the back of the grid. Interesting. So does that send us to the back of the grid then, or does it still count our lap time? That'll be interesting. I hope if we're invalidated, we'll be sent to the back or at the place with any other drivers who may have invalidated their laps as well. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm going to use BRS. Yeah, I think on those like suggestions things, would be nice if they told you how to use it. Like remember to use BRS using this button because I don't know how to use it. And it would be nice if I told you. So 14th, which isn't great. Yeah, no time. Look. Okay. So we've got the two Mercseds up front, with Lewis Hamilton and Jeremy Vassell, and then the top three finished off with Charlie LaCream. Go on, Charlie. That is brilliant. I'm loving these names. Okay, so here we are then. We even have like a grid walk animation as such, which is super cool. Okay, so you can choose your tires. I'm gonna go for softs, I think, and you need to get the best launch. Okay, we got a good launch there. And just send it down the inside, I think. Okay. Let's see if we can get down the inside. Oh, contact there. Oh, and we have merged with the McLaren, it looks like. That was Oswald Pastry, I think it was his name is. Which is obviously Oscar Piastri in real life. Oh, we've got a contact there between a Ferrari and... Is that Williams? I'm not sure. Whoa. Okay, so the AI can... I don't know if that's probably my fault. I think it probably was. But let's not look all into it. Please. There's my teammate. There's Mark Pierstappen, or whatever his name was. And there's an Alpine as well, which we run off the track. Yeah, I'm loving this, I have to say. And it isn't just like you drive, it does actually take a bit of learning the lines and learning how to control the car, which I think is good. Let's just jump that guy out of the way. I don't know if is that meant to be a Williams? I just don't know. I think it might be, but I do not know. How do I use BRS? Oh. I don't, that's very high. How do I take my camera down? Oh, we actually have camera mode. Okay, that's cool. That was very momentarily flicked into, like TV pod camera, like on the F1 game. That's cool. I'm not gonna try it again because that took ages. But it's cool, because if you did watch my last video, and if you didn't, go watch it. Oh, we've crashed. So if you didn't watch my last video, you'll notice I did say it'd be nice to get camera modes, because they are 3D models. But it looks like we actually do have camera modes, which is really nice. So yeah. So there's one invalid complaint, basically my only complaint from that video. I wouldn't even call it a complaint really. My only sort of criticism from that video. Turns out it's not valid because they have it and I'm just too stupid to find it. So yeah, this game is getting better by the second, pretty much. I cannot wait for the full version to release. Really, I just cannot wait. It should be really good. And you know, when it does, I will be making so many videos on this game. So, yeah. And it seems like a good opportunity to say, if you do end up enjoying this video, please do consider subscribing. It is completely free on your end, and it's the best way to support the channel. So, yeah, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it if you could do that. Okay, we're going to get on the onside. If I remember correctly, these are the Alpines, I think. Getting the slipstream. Too much slipstream. How do I use BRS? Don't know how I use BRS. Down the inside of the Alpine. Oh, look at that. Took the apex perfectly there. Let's go. Okay, so there's actually quite a long, 11 laps. This is quite a long race. So it'll be interesting to see how long the long races are. Will they be full length? I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, come on, mate. Come on, Max. That's probably not bad driving, honestly. And okay, that's really interesting. If you go off track and get your tyres dirty, you do lose a lot of grip, which I think is really, and that was not my fault. But you do lose grip if you come off the track, which I think is really cool. Okay, so we are getting warnings. I don't know how many warnings equate to a penalty. I'd assume 3. But we'll have to see. I'm so bad at this game. I do need to get. I mean, this is my first race, and it's the first time with actual other cars on track as well. So yeah, cut me some slack, please. Go down the inside of 1 though. There we go. Cover the inside there. There's an Aston Martin there. Inside of him. Not like that. You didn't hear that. Okay. So we do have WRS coming down this corner. Too far back really to try and make a move. I could go for the dive bomb of the century, but I'd probably send us both into the 3rd dimension. Don't go off track. I think the main thing is don't go off track, because then you can at least keep some grip. And so if cars do come back at you, you have at least some grip to try and defend. So yeah, currently in 11th, which is not great. But yeah, we roll. Brake coming through here. Okay, we didn't corner cut that time. But we did not, we were nowhere near the apex at the same time, so not great. We have got purple first sector though. I don't know how, but we do. Probably everyone else is on a T-brake or something, because no, that was okay. I did not mean to do that, but yeah. Okay, and if you don't know if you can hear it that well, when you go over the curb, it has like a rumbling sound, which is once again the levels of the attention to detail in this game is superb for what is an arcade game basically. Okay, getting a really good exit off of there. Now you'll notice if I'm now more than 1 second behind the driver in front, I don't get WRS. Just like in real Formula 1, you don't get DRS if you are more than a second behind the driver in front, which is once again just a really nice feature that makes this game so much better, and on the side of realism, but still arcadey. Here we go then. Alpine passed. We've got a good run of traffic here. That's Says, or whatever his name was, which is obviously Carlos Sainz. It is fun how they've managed to get around. That was not my fault. How they've actually worked around copyrights, but they've not done it like in some ways like games. It's just like really bad. They've actually made it fun, and you know it doesn't feel like they're working around copyright. It feels like, you know, they've actually put time and effort into coming up with the names and making them funny and things people will enjoy, and not just like changing the first letters of the first name and surname around, which I've seen some games do. I'm not going to name names there. Okay, so we're in a second here. Oh no, we're not. We dropped out of a second there. It's interesting. So it looks like it's very much not a detection point, but whether you're at the start of the at the actual DRS start of DRS or whether you're a second. Because on Formula 1 obviously it's a detection point, which has opened up some amazing runs a few times and is a very broken system. But yeah. Okay. Oh, so that's time penalty then. Okay. So we do get time penalty. That was 5. Okay. So that's interesting. Don't know what the time penalty is. Is it a second? Is it 5 seconds? I don't know. I should hope it's not 5 seconds because my race is already going awfully. But there's Max Verstappen. Try and give him some space there. I don't want to crash into him again. But we are going to send it in this corner. He blocked me off there. Right. So yeah, AI can be quite aggressive, which is good. It's not just like they let you through, which is nice. You know, and it's so much better they do that, and it's not just like, oh, go through, mate, I'm not going to fight you. It's actually, you have to think about if they are going to do something, which is really fun, and I do like that. Okay, we are halfway through this race now, over halfway through in fact. Got 5 laps left here in Hungary. So yeah, going well so far. Well, I say going well, I'm in 7th, but I want to get on the podium at least, I think. Doesn't really mean anything because you don't get like, I don't think there's like a point system, but I don't know whether you get like score or something for your account. I don't know. I said this is my first time playing the race mode. We've got Pastry going wide there on the chicane, following through, and we've got another. Okay, so it's not warnings. After you get your 5 warnings, oh, okay. After you get your 5 warnings, it's just a time penalty every time you do it now. I mean, that time it wasn't my fault, so I'm kind of annoyed about that. So we've now got 3 time penalties. God, if they're 5 seconds, I am screwed. Honestly. I am highly screwed if they're 5 seconds. Try and swing it in. Ooh, you see, Max there went to try and cut it off, which I think is really cool. It's better than the AI in the F1 game sometimes. That is the irony on that. Still in 7th. I want to try and get top 5, I think. Could be realistic. So you come up to Oscar Pastry. Or Oswald, I think his name was. There's an Aston Martin of Alfonso. And we've got what was, I think, meant to be George Russell. I think. Blimey, just the raciest George Russell's ever been. Blimey. George Russell's never been so racy. Okay. This corner here, up towards the chicane. Don't cut the corner because that's another second. Oh my god. It's so strict. That's one thing, like, very strict. Now I've got 4 time penalties for one that wasn't my fault really, and another one which was barely corner cutting, which is interesting. I suppose error good size and bad size, 1. If you're really not that precise, like me, it's my first race. But also, like, it's interesting because like you make one time mistake, or like I had, crash into someone force you off. You're getting penalised for that, and they don't. So the system is sort of flawed in that way, and that is one thing I will say. Is I don't know how easy it'll be to implement, but if they could, it is a system which like judges what happened. So if you made contact with another driver, and you did try and make the turn, but you couldn't, do you necessarily deserve a penalty for that? Well, I don't know. That's what I would like to see in this game. I think that's one thing about this penalty system that I don't really like, is, you know, it doesn't really use context. So, yeah. That's one thing I will say. I don't know if the developers are watching this, who might won't be. If they are, that's really cool, but they won't be. Okay, we didn't get penalty that time, that's good. But yeah, that's one criticism I have about this penalty system and the game in general, really. I have very, very few criticisms about this game. It's a very good game, but that is one of them. Anyway, I've focused on that for too long now. Let's get back to the task at hand. We're in 4th now. We've dropped 6 seconds to the car behind, which I think is George Russell, or meant to be George Russell. Oh, wow, okay. Spun. That's crazy. We've now just lost so much time there to the car in front. And George Russell is back up our rear end. And he's going to have WRS and the slipstream, which isn't great. Okay, into turn 1 then. Hit the apex well. So we've got 2 laps left here. It's been a very enjoyable race. It hasn't felt long. Often when I'm like actually sim racing, the laps start to like drag on a bit. But in this is fun, and I've not really felt like it's been many laps, which is nice because you don't really want it to, you know, because it's not as intense, and I mean it's nowhere near as intense as actual sim racing games. It's nice because you sort of you're not constantly thinking about the ideal line, you know, gaining time here and there. Do you want to prioritize entry over exit or vice versa? You know, you are just having a good time, which I think is good, and how these games should be played. So it's really nice that this game allows that to happen. So yeah. Okay, coming up to the final lap then. In 4th place. Can we get on the podium here? We've got 8 seconds to make up. Actually, yeah, 8 seconds, 8.5 seconds pretty much to make up. Last race update, last lap, keep pushing. That's cool, they do tell you it's the last lap. In case you do just get too into it and don't notice it's the last lap. So if you aren't like checking the lap counts or anything, then yeah. Remember to use BR. Right, this BRS update thing is starting to annoy me, I will say that. It comes up, I think, pretty much every lap, and it doesn't tell you how to use BRS. So if you didn't check beforehand, like I didn't, you're now stuck for this entire race because that prompt doesn't tell you how to activate BRS. It just says you should activate BRS. Great, I want to. Trust me, believe me, I want to. But you should tell me, you know? Just sticking a wheel onto the grass there, not ideal. And actually, maybe we jumped using the curb there. That's quite cool. Okay, swinging into this corner here. I've definitely noticed I'm getting more used to the handling of the car as time's gone on. I mean, yesterday you would notice that well, I say yesterday from when I filmed, I don't know how long it is between the two episodes I'm putting them out. But yeah, that should be right. Okay, we got 4th place then on the road. I don't know how long my penalties are. We'll have to see. What's this? Oh, it's a cool animation. What's this? No way, that's a podium animation. Okay, that is super cool. Okay, that is really cool. I'm very pleased with that. Okay, 5th. Okay, so each penalty is 1 second. So drop down to 5th on the road. And yeah. So that leaves not much else to do. If you did end up enjoying this video, please do consider subscribing. I say this every single video, but I mean it. It is completely free for you and is the best way to support the channel, and I would really appreciate it. So, yeah. Anyway, if you enjoy, like, subscribe, and let me know what else you want me to do in Formula Legends. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.